Hello and welcome to the 2021 303 Open presented by Discmania. My name is Nick Hanson, and alongside me I have Kyle Harrigan. We are here for round 2 front nine coverage at the Ultra Disc Golf Park in Fort Collins, Colorado. Kyle, what are we going to see today, you think?
We are going to see a swing in scores, that's for sure. You're going to notice on the first hole that something has changed out here, and it is the wind.
It's extremely windy today.
Yes, and we've got a great card to showcase the win. Kyle Klein shooting a super hot 12 down to start the tournament. Amazing round from Kyle.
That is a good start to the weekend. Joel Freeman also had a good start to the weekend here with an 11 down out of Loveland, Colorado. It's good to see him back in Colorado. I hope he can put another good round together today.
Absolutely. And here we have Jake Palmer. He is a Colorado staple for the last 10 years or so. Shoots a 10 down. It's a good start for him. I'm excited to see him on coverage today.
You bet. Alex Berg here as well from the Denver area, shooting a great first round.
Yeah, 10 down is, he's 2 strokes back of Kyle. He's going to have a chance to pick up some strokes today, I think.
And we've got a pretty tight leaderboard here. You're going to see a lot of people within striking distance of that top card, so there could be a big swing in things today.
Yeah, that's Chase card is the card I'm looking at. I expect to see some moves out of any one of those 4 gentlemen on that card.
Here we are at hole number 1, 260 feet par 3. The main route for the right-hand player is going to be the backhand hyzer, usually about mid-height through this tree, and then it's going to hyzer back in. There's also an up the gut shot or a sidearm you could throw, so there is multiple routes on this hole, which is, great.
Absolutely. This is definitely one of those must-gets you're thinking in your head. Today we averaged 2.97 on the hole, so just under par, and immediately out of the gate you can see the wind blowing off those trees. And Kyle throws a really good shot, skips a little left, but should be an easy putt for him, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think it's inside the circle. Joel is also going to be throwing the backhand route here. Looks like he's maybe throwing a gator or a whale.
Yeah, something a little slower. Expecting the wind to... Oh, and it did. It carried it just OB. You can kind of see that launch off it. It looks like it's either in the planter or just off the sidewalk.
We have Jake here, looks like, with the putter going up the middle, and... Oh.
That landed in the
no
horse pin.
Way.
That had so much action. The wind didn't do anything to take it back in bounds.
Wow, that's crazy.
We're already seeing what the wind's going to do to this course. And this first hole is one of the most attackable to start your round. And these gentlemen, I think, are just trying to figure out what the wind's doing and how they're going to play the rest of the course.
Yeah, we have 3 players OB on our first hole today, so it's already telling you. You can see the trees in the bush right here, how much it's going to affect the players today.
Yeah, all you could do is laugh at it. Alex has great spirits. Upside down throw, just get it close, walk away with bogey. Yep, that's a great play.
Take your bogey and move on. So Joel actually got pushed all the way deep. He's going to give that a run, but he's going to tap in for his 4 as well.
Yeah, Kyle, super confident stroke into that wind. That was an amazing putt.
That 100% deserves a replay here from CTP Disc.
Wow.
Good way to start your round when everybody else in your card is going to take a bogey, it looks like.
Yeah, you pick up 2 strokes on the lead card in just the first hole and 1 on the entire field from the average. So that's awesome, Kyle. Nice putt.
It's a good tap in there for Joel's bogey. We have Jake up next here. These guys are not going to be happy with this bogey here.
No, I think for the conditions, they did what they could. Alex, I think, made one of the smartest plays. Just that upside down putter really took the disc and the wind out of it and just laid it up.
You bet. Here we are to hole number 2. It is a 420-foot par 3 with OB on the right and left-hand side. It's going to be an interesting hole today because I would assume it's a headwind here. The turnover is going to be a little touchy, and I would say most of our players are probably just going to play safe. I don't really see anybody going for this.
Yeah, I see more of a put it up the middle and give yourself a position just to get up and down, walk away with that par. It's going to be most likely the play today. But I don't know, Kyle might be feeling really good after that first hole. I'm curious to see what he does, and the wind's whipping. And he's got himself a fairway driver of some kind in his hand, and he got aggressive. Oh.
It's hard to tell, but it looks like that one OB from the signs there.
Yeah, I must have just turned it a little too much, and unfortunate OB.
Joel ripping a sidearm out there. That's a great play if it's, you got that nice overstable disc. Just get out there in the middle to have an upshot there.
I think that was a really smart play on his part. Jake's taking a very interesting route. I just hope that gets down for him. Oh, he's waving to it.
Waving, and it looks like it's going to be OB as well. Maybe all the way back left.
Oh, and he's not most likely going to have that disc for the rest of the round. They get those every hour or so, bring him to the Biergarten, and hopefully it's not something he throws a ton of.
So he was OB on that left side. Yep.
Just threw it right into the air.
Got to keep those low today with that wind.
Yep.
If you show that flight plate at all, it's going to go.
It's gone. And Alex just looking to get it close to the basket.
Shots that are normally so easy when the wind is blowing this hard are extremely difficult. And that looked like a perfect upshot.
Yeah. I like the play. Kyle can't even lift the grass into the air. It's just blowing out of his hand as he's lifting it. But, so he went over that fence too. Oh. And off the top of the basket, it didn't look like it went too far, so that's good.
That's great. In this wind, if you go off the top of the basket, it could be rolling. It could be doing anything.
Yep. Nothing you want it to do. Joel might be a little short, but that was a smart play. Just sidearm, get up to the green. Took a lot of the OB danger out of the way.
Looks like Jake's running this.
Safe.
Yep. Good half run there.
Joel ended up a little closer than I thought. That's a good par save. He picked one up on a couple guys on the card. It was averaging 3.5 strokes today. 3.7 strokes today. So it was up a little bit from the previous day by almost a half stroke. And it's a difficult second hole. But we saw a good play out of Joel, and I like to see that.
So we're going to have our final tap-ins here. And as you can tell on the first two holes, the course is playing extremely difficult. It's showing some teeth today.
Yeah, I think this is just showing you what's to come, and we're looking at an identical wind over here on hole 3, and all of a sudden that OB on both the right and left comes into play way more than you would ever think, with especially having to go high early and then to get back low.
Yeah, with how high you're throwing that disc, it can easily get manipulated if you have it on the wrong angle.
Absolutely.
We're, I would assume, going to see some hyzers here out of these folks, and I'm curious to see what they decide to do.
Just kind of got slapped down, but it's safe. That's going to be a tough approach still.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was playing that. Was he trying to just maybe get on the other side and play like a shorter shot?
I don't know. The wind could have been doing a little bit of the swirly thing over here with the off the building and maybe just knocked him down. Like Alex's play is what I saw a lot of, and I'd be worried about OB left, but no graphics, so I'm guessing he caught something and sat down, or maybe even hit the fence and sat, which is awesome.
Yep, he'll have a good look from over there if he got all the way to the fence.
Yep. Kyle looks like he's still going to try to attack the pin from here. And
he is in 100% attack mode right now, and that looks great.
I love that play. He's
Spotter's
safe.
giving us a safe signal, so that's great.
We'll take it.
We'll see what he's got. I would say at least inside circle 2.
I'm going to guess. That looked like a crush of a drive, and wind just carrying him a little bit. Let's see what Jake does here.
Jake throwing a similar shot, but he's going to get caught on the top of the hill there. I don't know if he was playing that shot or if he got knocked down. This wind can really manipulate the disc when it's swirling next to the building like it does.
Yeah, you're going to hear us talk about it a lot because this front 9 is the attackable 9, and all of a sudden it was playing 7 strokes harder than the previous day. It's tough. Here we are with Alex. He got down pretty good.
Oh,
just floats. He's got about a 25-footer comeback. Wow, I thought Kyle really picked up more distance.
I thought he was way closer. He's just pitching up.
Yep. That was a good play. Let the disc just ride the wind and call it good. Jake's having to pitch up from behind a tree.
Yeah, he looks like he floated all the way down, so that's going to be another bogey for him.
Yeah. That was a good bogey cleanup for Alex.
I think we might have missed a shot.
I think so. Maybe just as a approach attempt. That was a good par from Joel, especially from where he was at. At the top of the hill, trying to fight down there. I think par is best case scenario, and he's going to be happy about that.
I like the sidearm approach he took compared to Jake's backhand approach. That wind coming, right to left. It was a much easier shot, I would say.
I agree.
Here we are on hole number 4, 777 feet, par 4. It's going to be uphill, downhill, and then back downhill. One of the harder par 4s on the course. Most of the players are going to try and get right past this fence, and when you are past this fence, you're going to be on a little incline throwing your shot towards the basket. So it's not the easiest par 4, but it is gettable.
Yeah, and I think they're going to like the wind for this hole a little better. They can use it to their advantage a little more. We're probably looking at a left to right, kind of based on what we saw in the last 2 holes. And I think we're going to see some extra distance out of it, as long as they're picking the right disc.
So that one looked pretty good out of the hand. It's going to fall down right at that fence. Which
he's going to have flat ground.
You can get there from there.
Yeah, it's not going to be terrible. I love that pole.
Hard to tell, but that one looked ripped.
Yeah, I really liked that.
I think we got a safe sign from up top, I saw.
So he could be in a great spot for that. Alex going very similar. We're seeing very similar plays on this, and I expect to
push all the way right on that top there.
Yeah. Jake, very similar play. That one looks like the wind's got it. It's going a little more sideways than forward. That's okay. He can get it.
Big turnover here. That looks good. If that comes out, he's going to have
a look. That looked like it was coming out at the end of the flight, too, so I'm excited to see where he landed on that one. And Joel's got, really a good footing, good placement. Got most of the trees out of his way.
He's going to hyzer out there, unfortunately, and you tend to do that when you're, looking at that uphill, slope.
Yeah, for a really tough par 4, he's going to be up there with the ability to run the birdie most likely, but I am expecting a layup at this point. Pars are good today.
Yes.
Pars are very good today. And caught a tree.
Caught up, and it's going to roll even.
He's behind another tree.
It's going to be a tough upshot here to get his par.
Just a little sidearm out. Wind looks like it carried him to still outside of circle 1. Hey, look, Nick Hanson in the background.
Hey, is that me?
Yeah, that's you back there. Just had to call you out. Alex. Ooh. It looks like the wind was calm for at least a moment there. Didn't see the trees moving. I liked how aggressive he got on the putt.
There's Jake.
Oh. Little further than I thought. And Kyle has... Ooh.
Not what you would expect.
No, he doesn't like how that one ended.
No, he's not happy about bogeying this hole, but he's still playing well.
Yep.
Just needs to keep fighting in this wind. It was a great putt for par.
Yeah, I like the way Alex played this hole. He wasn't in the ideal spot when he threw his drive, but he managed to get up and just clean that par. Here we are with Jake cleaning up. Ooh, that one looked like it could have come back on him or caught a nub, but it's in. Nothing wrong with that.
No, in is in.
Yeah. Joel is going to clean up the par again. Par's good.
He's not happy about that, but from where he was, it's a good hole. We're on to hole 5 here. 425 feet, par 3. It's going to be a little uphill at the end, and then it's going to go to the flat. If you can get to the flat, you've got a good look at birdie from inside circle 1 usually.
Yeah, this hole is going to be the most exposed that they're going to play on this front side. Like, other than that fence line with some bushes, there's really nothing else blocking the wind. So it's how they can throw this disc in this wind and just get yourself up and down. I'm excited to see what these gentlemen do. Joel played it wide.
If he gets some lift, he's going to be good. And that looks great.
That looked awesome. I think he's going to be within the circle, if not closer than 20 feet at that point.
Yeah. Similar shot from Alex here. It looks like it's going to fade all the way left.
Ooh, a lot of D.
But probably close to circle's edge.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. Similar
Jake looks to turn his over.
Don't hit the trees. Just fade in.
Oh.
Safe.
So he nicked the trees, comes back in.
Those trees can knock you right down exactly where you hit. And Kyle's going to be testing him as well.
Flirting with him as well. But no lift for him like Joel got. So
And a little bit of ground play.
he's going to be looking at a 35-40 footer.
Yep. I think that was a good play by Jake. Just get it near the basket, tap it in.
Yep, smart to lay that one up. See if Kyle can get back on track here with a birdie.
Oh. It's tough. Today's all about putter angles if you're going to try to put it in from distance with the wind. And
You really got to commit.
Yep.
Or put it next to the basket.
Wow. Joel was so much closer than I thought he was from that drive look. That's awesome.
It was a great shot in this wind today. As
Absolutely.
you can see, I don't think any other player was inside the circle, it looked like.
No, they were all outside. And this hole had one of the biggest day 1 to day 2 scoring spreads. This was 0.62 strokes higher on average for the field than day 1.
Wow.
And
That just shows you what the wind's doing out here today, folks.
Yeah, that was the third highest difference.
Hole 6 here, 375-foot par 3. My favorite hole in the course. We're going to have this tight tunnel with a low ceiling. And it's going to be a little elevated to the green. So getting this birdie is really a huge plus. It's very much a bonus birdie, but very rewarding when you do get up there.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal hole. It really uses the landscape well. The only danger is going over that fence on the left, and you've got some OB on the right side if you overturn your throw. These gentlemen are going to be looking at a tailwind coming into this, and Joel...
Flip something over. It's coming back, though.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell if they got a skip, but he'll be up there about circle 2 at least.
Yeah, I think he's just going to be playing for par at this point. Alex was a little low, and he's got to fight for par, but it's not out of the question.
It's going to be a tough up shot.
Oh, no, don't... Oh! He turned
That's
it.
going to kick
and
OB over that line.
Wow.
So that's going to be a tough spot.
That's a common play, unfortunately. Trying to avoid the trees, you hit the tree, and then you're in trouble.
Kyle looks to have a
yeah.
perfect shot up there. Inside circle 1, I would think.
And it's going to be close. He's going to have the ability to putt. No, get down. Oh. He left it further right than he wanted, but it got through the trees.
Going to have a look, but it's going to be a tough putt.
Yep. This grass has virtually no skip unless you're hitting the roots. So this put it where you want it and let it stick. Oh.
Shoot. Oh,
Joel,
that would have been such a good putt.
Joel wanted it, but it just wasn't happening. Alex, long putt to clean up the par.
Great save for par.
Whew.
That is a chip and in.
Yeah, good enough for a CTP disc instant replay. That was a great putt. That was committed to the throw. Put it in the basket. That's a good confidence builder for your round.
Yeah, it's a great par on this hole.
I like to see it. Nice job, Alex. Yeah, there you go. Points out to the fans. I'm sure we had a few spectators out there.
Couple.
Yep.
Here's Jake from 40-ish, and that's almost just a layup.
You can tell Jake shot from his body language almost immediately out of the hand on his shots. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. And Kyle picks up a birdie from 30 feet.
That is yeah,
Wow.
That's great. That's a good way. After getting that bogey,
Yeah.
that's a good trade-off.
He's picking up a stroke and a half on the field. This whole average exactly what it did on day 1, a 3.45. So he picked up a stroke and a half on the field today.
That's crazy.
Wow. Love to see it. Nice job, Kyle.
Good. Nice drive, nice putt. Here we're on to hole 7, 345 feet, par 3. You're going to have OB on the left. That wraps all the way around the back. And then you're going to have the fenced-in area as well. That's OB. Most players are going to just throw, a hyzer of some sort to the landing zone by the basket, which is about the circle is really the landing zone they're looking for.
Yeah, this hole is quite literally electrifying. That fence is electrified. Probably not going to grab your disc back. So you're looking to play it as close to the basket as possible and not too wide. And Kyle's looking at within circle 1. That was a phenomenal drive.
Great
play.
shot. Probably under the basket, I think.
I would think so. That looked really close.
Joel's taking my approach with the sidearm here. So you're just able to push it out of the road, and I think it's easier to come back than throwing it over the horse pin, and he's going to put it inside the circle.
Joel's got a phenomenal sidearm, and that was a great play. And here we are with Alex. He's lining up that hyzer route as well. The wind is playing with it.
What?
And don't hit the fence.
Oh. I think
Must have sneaked through.
Yep. That got quite the bounce right off the gate.
Yeah, the wind was doing really weird stuff on this hole through the day. I know when I played it, I saw many similar shots, and Jake's looks phenomenal.
I think that was a putter.
Yeah. Oh. It doesn't look like it, but Alex was just inside the circle back there and putting back into the wind.
He's not happy about missing this one. This is a must get.
Yeah, this is one of the 3 holes that averaged under par for the day at 2.89. And that was unfortunate to see as well. Everybody wants the 2 on this hole. This is one of the easier gets. And unfortunate to see 2 missed putts so far. But I think we have 2 gentlemen who are well within the circle for virtual tap-ins. And yep, birdie.
Combined distance, 12 feet maybe?
Yep. Great plays by both those gentlemen. Love to see it.
On to hole number 8. It's a 540-foot par 4. It's going to have OB on the right with the ditch and on the left with the road. The drainage ditch there you can see is OB on the right side, so the funneling down discs usually are safe on this hole. The green is going to be a little sloped, so most players are just going to play an easy shot to the middle, and then it's really about the second shot on this one. Would you say, Kyle?
Absolutely. It's all about getting off the tee clean and then giving yourself that easy look for a hyzer approach. Sidearm play is going to be one of the more common plays. I think it puts you in a phenomenal spot. He's got a look at both sidearm and backhand into that pin.
Little low, but that's still a good spot. This is a huge landing zone they're looking at there.
Yeah.
So it's really just getting it out there and being safe on your first shot.
I mean, we can see that wind playing with Joel's disc there. He threw it high enough, it looked like it was going to be great, and then it just was falling out of the air. Almost
Knocked out of the air instantly.
Great play by Alex.
All 4 of our players are in that zone there that we kind of talking about.
Yeah. Jake is crouching down. I think he overthrew that a little bit, and that's going to be a tough putt.
Those trees back there are... Oh,
Wow.
that one looked like it almost went in.
Yeah, I think he was giving it a run from there. I'm not surprised to see the forehand play, knowing the wind's coming over their right shoulders right now.
So he left that quite a bit short, though, it looked like.
Yeah. Joel with a phenomenal drive. A putt for eagle, potentially.
Oof.
But he's right there for birdie, no question. I like a stressless birdie.
Oh.
Kyle just a little low.
Yeah, it didn't look like it ever got up above the basket, though.
No, he's hitting metal even when he's missing. So just kind of dialing it in a little bit more. Great putt by Alex. That was a great birdie save after he ran that eagle. I'm fairly confident.
Yeah, he was looking at, a 30-footer there. Jake's going to be just down the hill, but inside the circle. Oh, he's going to chain out left, and he's not going to be happy about that. This is also, I would say, a must-get birdie.
Yeah.
For being a par 4, it's pretty soft with being such a, easy 2-shot hole. I would say most pros want to get this one.
Yeah, this is probably the softest par 4 on the entire course. It's the first time we've seen it in competition, and I think we saw it played how it normally spreads. So a couple of pars, couple of birdies, 3.5.
Yep. Here we are on to hole number 9, 385 feet par 3 with OB on the right side with that canal there, and then left here with the planter. This is going to be a deceiving hole, I would say, with it being uphill at the end. Would you say, Kyle?
Yeah, I would say that's the biggest thing. You've got a tree in the way and you're throwing uphill. So that 385 all of a sudden starts to feel a little more like 450. And Joel doesn't like it. Looks like it's a little inside. Hopefully it avoids the planter. And it did.
That's going to leak right into it, I think.
Yep. That's the one thing to really avoid in the fairway that's not a tree. The OB long really doesn't come into play for most standard throwers on this course.
Yeah, it looks like Alex made the correction there where he flipped it to flat and got all the way up top. So he loaded the putt from 35.
Yep. And Kyle...
It's going to be short.
Yeah, he's probably about 45-footer, but we saw Nate make a big putt from over there yesterday. I'm excited to see him maybe dial in that putter here, finish out that front nine strong. And Jake's a little shorter. I'm
60.
Yeah, but
What a bid!
he really was just riding the wind, letting the putter do the work. I love to see that, Jake. That was a good bid. That was a safe bid. Joel not thrilled, but it's really one of his few errors on this front nine. He's played a really smart start, I feel.
He has.
He posed. He held it.
He did. He committed, but
I just want to comment that
early.
Kyle's shorts are the coolest color, and I own a pair too. And we may or may not have discussed it, but that blue is awesome. Good short selection, Kyle. Good cleanup putt for his par there. Not losing much on the field, so not a bad play by Kyle.
Like we said, pars are good today. It's so windy. I think it's in between 15 and 25. Gusts of 30.
Yeah, this hole went from averaging below par yesterday to 3.53 today. Huge swing. This is the second highest swing on par on the course. So,
and that's gonna wrap up our front nine today. We're gonna have quite a scoring difference from yesterday with one player at 5 over and one player at 1 over on the front nine. I'm excited to see what happens on the back nine. Can't wait to see y'all there.
Yeah. Stick with us. It was great being here, Nick. I'm excited to see what the back nine holds.
All right, we'll catch y'all on the back nine. Thanks for watching.